attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. Somewhere in her smile she knows that I don't need no other lover. Something in her style that shows me I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me will my love grow? I don't know, I don't know. You stick around now, it may show. I don't know, I don't know. like never before. Like never before.
So please be seated, everybody. And can everybody just about hear me? Yes. Great. I'll try and keep to that tone of the height of voice. But anyways. I would like to welcome you all who are here today to share in this very important celebration of Marina and Andrew. I am Helen, and I will be the celebrant for today's wedding ceremony. Marina and Andrew, they wish to mark their transition to husband and wife by celebrating their commitment to each other with us all. And without your attendance, this celebration would be far less joyous. So on their behalf, I thank you all for being here. This special day is about love. It is love that has brought you here today, the union of two hearts and two spirits. Love isn't just a word, it's an action. Love isn't something you say, it's something you do. Love is genuine, honest, open, and compassionate, and kind. And it doesn't know space nor time. And it embraces the truth of each other. And we share with them today their delight in finding love with each other. And we support their decision in being together. It's about 4.5 years ago since Marina and Andrew first met. And I am told that despite that Andrew being almost an hour late on the first date, and Marina being extremely hungover from the night before, despite all that, there was an instant spark between them. And the two of them, they spent the next 7 hours on their first date talking and laughing and constantly competing against each other in what was to be an ongoing epic battle of bowling and fuzzball. Am I right? Yeah. But that evening, they spent it getting to know each other, which was going to be the start of their relationship that brought them here to this point. When Marina talks about Andrew, she tells of his caring nature. She loves how protective he is of her, how safe she feels when she's near him, and how much he makes her laugh and smile. And since meeting Andrew, she has told me that she has never been happier, and she knows she has met her soulmate, and the person she can't wait to spend the rest of her life. And for Andrew, he loves Marina's sense of humor, and how she's so caring of others, and how loved he feels with her. He sees how she is around children, and he knows that she's going to make a fantastic mother. And he knows that despite the differences in their characters, he has found a perfect match with her, someone he can do anything and nothing with and just be happy, just because he is with her. And he's with her now and for the rest of his life with her. And what is interesting is that they both feel that family is very important to each other. Not only do they love and cherish each other's families, but they love and cherish, oh, I might get this right, their other families, the families of each other. Have I got that right? Okay. And but you know what? Doing that in itself, that is a beautiful trait. It's a beautiful trait to carry on in life, because this family is important. Because if you haven't got family, because it's supported. You've got support in family. But anyways, every time they visited Marina's family, the topic of marriage and kids came up. Seemingly, do you know why? Because there were 3 attics full of baby clothes, which they were very eager to pass on. So there was no pressure, none whatsoever. But Marina was always optimistic. But despite all that, she was completely taken by surprise when on holidays to Thailand that Andrew proposed to her. And not only that, he produced this beautiful, dainty ring that fitted her style and her finger perfectly, after she reduced it about 4 times down. He got the size perfect, as you can guess. And it is the perfect size now, is it?
It is now.
Okay, then we got that right. Good judgment. Do you know, it's good to be careful on those things. I know, I agree. But anyways, joking aside, today they are celebrating their love and commitment to each other. For them, this is a dream come true, and they are in it for the long haul. And they're delighted to get to celebrate it with all their families and friends whom they love and cherish. So that is nice. So we're going to have our first reading now. So I'm going to invite Jennifer to come up and say the reading. So Jennifer, there you are. Would you like to come over here? Do you know what? Give them a good blast. Go right close to it.
Because they'll have to leave.
Do you reckon?
To my little sister, take my advice. Andrew is not perfect. Hard to believe. But you aren't perfect either. And unfortunately, the two of you will never be perfect. But if he can make you laugh at least once, causes you to think twice, and if he admits to being human and making mistakes, hold on to him and give him the most you can. He isn't going to quote poetry. He's not thinking about you every moment of every day, but he will give you a part of him that he knows you could break. So don't hurt him. Don't change him, and don't expect more than he can give. Don't overanalyze every little thing. Just smile when he makes you happy, yell when he makes you mad, and miss him when he's not there. Love hard when there is love to be had, because perfect guys don't exist. But there's always one guy that is perfect for you, and that's Andrew.
Love it. How about a round of applause? Thank you, Jennifer. I hope they take that advice from you. You could, overlook it, and just make sure they do. Yeah, good luck. Now we'll get serious. What is marriage? A joyful marriage is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you. It is never going to sleep angry or taking the other for granted. It would take trust to know in your hearts that you want the best for each other and to go forward in life without knowing what the future holds for both of you. It will take honesty to stay open to one another and to allow for each other's growth, a give and a take on this sacred journey together. Your marriage will provide you with the safety and the comfort and embrace from one who truly loves and understands you. Those who know true love, they do not judge, but rather cherish the uniqueness and the diversity of each other. The strength and joy you share will hold and sustain you. Never let your courtship end, but continue throughout all the years of your lives so that your marriage will be a great journey of surprises, joys, and miracles. And remember that your love for each other, it will prevail. And finally, remember, it's not only about finding the right partner, but rather being the right partner for each other. So we're going to have another reading, and I'm going to invite Rachel to come up and do the second reading. So Rachel, you've got the floor, and you can shout or scream into the microphone.
Marriage is about giving and taking, and forging and forsaking, kissing and loving, and pushing and shoving, caring and sharing, and screaming and swearing. It's about being together whatever the weather, about being driven to the end of your tether, about sweetness and kindness, and wisdom and blindness. It's about being strong when you're feeling quite weak. It's about saying nothing when you're dying to speak. It's about being wrong when you know you're right. It's about giving in before there's a fight. It's about you two living as cheaply as one. You can give them a call if you know how it's done. Never heeding advice, That's what was well meant, never counting the cost until it's all spent. And for you two today, it's about to begin. And for all the two of you had to put in. Some days filled with joy and some days filled with sadness. Too late you'll discover that marriage is madness.
Perfect. A round. Thank you. More advice. Do you think you can take that on board? That's all you can do. You won't be asked to do anything else. But so now we're going to have the legal aspect of the ceremony, and I'm going to invite Derek and Anne-Marie to come forward. And Derek, if both of you would stand up, and if you would remove the chairs to the side. Okay, and I'm going to stand right in front of you. Thank you, Derek. I won't be in your space. Okay. So, do join us, Derek and Anne-Marie. Keep an eye on them, for heaven's sake. You're to witness this. Don't let them out of your sight. You've got loads of jobs. I have more to add.
You can see has it hurt.
Yeah, that's true. You've the worst of it. But anyway. Okay. Do you, Andrew, hereby state that you have read and understood the list of civil impediments to marriage? And do you solemnly declare that you believe that there is no impediment of kindred or affinity or other lawful hindrance to your proposed marriage with Marina?
I do.
I do. Okay. You said that. And do you, Marina, hereby state that you have read and understood the list of civil impediments to marriage, and do you solemnly declare that you believe that there is no impediment of kindred or affinity or other lawful hindrance to your proposed marriage with Andrew?
I do.
It is now that I, Helen O'Sullivan, in accordance with the rights of the Spiritualist Union of Ireland, I do solemnize this marriage according to the laws of this country. Before you, Marina and Andrew are joined in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses. I am bound, as you know, to remind you publicly of the solemn, the serious, and the binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, as most of us understand, is the voluntary and the full commitment of two people to each other. It is made, in the deepest sense, to the exclusion of all others, and is entered into with the desire, the hope, and the firm intention that it will last a lifetime. This is the serious part. Andrew, do you take Marina in marriage to be your wedded wife, to share your life and to grow together in spirit and in truth and forsaking all others?
I do.
And do you, Marina, take Andrew in marriage to be your wedded husband, to share your life and to grow together in spirit and in truth and forsaking all others?
I do.
Wedding bands, being a perfect circle, they have no beginning and they have no end. But we all know that rings do have a beginning. Rock is dug up from the earth. Metal is liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees. Hot metal is poured into a mold, cooled, and then painstakingly polished. And something beautiful is made from raw elements. Love is like that. It has to be worked. It's the process of making something beautiful where there was once just a spark of possibilities. And you are now ready to give and accept that symbolism of love. So, Derek, do you have the rings?
I do.
And they're not lost?
I hope not.
Great stuff. You did great. You got this far. I know. These rings that I hold in my hand, they will forever show the world that you are now of one heart. The vows that you got them.
Oh, God.
I'm trying this
So,
Hold on, yeah. They're somewhere.
take your time. You take Andrew, and you take. You're fine, don't worry. So, what I want you to do, Andrew, I want you to place the ring halfway on Marina's finger. Just halfway. Okay.
Might be physical.
It'll be fine. And in your own time, say your vows and your promises to her. Deep breath. And if he falls, you pick him up. You have family. Just to let you know, you do have family support.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
No pressure from anybody. Take your time, I'm only joking you.
Marina, you are truly beautiful inside and out. Your smile is like a ray of sunshine to me. I love how caring you are and know you will always support me as I will always support you. I want to share in your good times and help you get through your bad times. You are the love of my life, a life made better every day you are in it. I so look forward to our future together. I can't wait to be at your side and support you as we go through our lives. I can't promise you the world, as the world is not mine to give, but I promise you my world, my love, my support, my passion, and all that my world entails. I promise that if you squeeze my hand, I'll squeeze yours back, and you'll know that I love you from this day and always.
Beautiful. So as you, we're not finished yet. You're not. That was pretty hard. It's very easy, this one. Okay. So as you put the ring on her finger, just try. Say, Marina, with this ring I wed thee.
Marina, with this ring I wed thee.
Wear it as a sign of my love.
Wear it as a sign of my love.
Give it a good effort.
Can you help him? You got there.
Yay.
Hey. So you put the ring halfway on his finger. Yeah, that one. And when you're ready, take a deep breath and take your time. It's fine, don't worry.
Andrew, you and I both know how indecisive I could be at times. I hate making decisions. But if there was one decision in my life that I know was the right one, it was to spend the rest of my life with you. I love your laugh, your smile, your caring nature, and the way you light up when you're talking to someone about cars or military history. I promise to support you, honour you, and I love you unconditionally, even when we may disagree on some things, like if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and who loves him more. I promise to always be I promise to always be your backpack when the nights are cold or you just can't sleep. I promise to let you be you and not change you, the person that you are, because the person that you are is the person that I love. You're my best friend, my soulmate, and the love of my life. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you and start our family and continue our adventures together.
Beautiful. So as you put the ring, you're not off the hook just yet, just in case you were. Say, Andrew, with this ring I wed thee.
Andrew, with this ring I wed thee.
Wear it as a sign of my love.
Wear it as a sign of my love.
Is it going on? It's
Yeah,
going
yes,
on
yeah.
perfect. So
That ring.
don't start arguing with us right now. We've more things to go through. So what we're going to do and proceed, we're going to have a hand fasting ceremony. And have you heard of the expression tying the knot? Well, this ceremony comes from that expression. See, long ago in pre-Celtic history, they didn't have rings. So what they used, and initially they used 13 ribbons. Now I say 13 ribbons rather flippantly because, as you can imagine, back in those days, they didn't have ribbons like we have today. There may have been pieces of cloth, pieces of cord. But anyways, we're going to fast forward today, and what we're going to use instead of those 13 are 4 ribbons. Now, the color of the ribbons are red, white, green, and blue. And you may ask, why are they these colors? The colors that I'm speaking about are the colors of the elements. Red is for fire, white is for air, blue is for water, and green is for the earth. And I have them here on the table, and I'm going to invite James O'Connor, Lisa Marr, Patricia Marr, and Josephine O'Connor to join me now. And what I want each of you to do, I want each of you to take a ribbon, for starters. I'm going to stand somewhere out of the way. But anyways, just take a ribbon and hold it in your hand, and I will call you to put it over their hands when the time comes. So you take the last ribbon. Okay. And for you two, what I want you to, Andrew, I want you to put up your left hand. Great. And I want you to put your left hand over his, And your right hand over that. Over hers. Nobody else's. We're talking about Marina. Aren't we?
Yes.
Great.
Correct answer.
Yeah, that's a confirmation of that. So first of all, James. James, I want you to drape the first ribbon across their hands. And as you do that, I'm going to say these lines. These are the hands of your best friend, full of love of you, that are holding yours on your wedding day. You can just hold it like that. As you promise to love each other, today, tomorrow, and forever. And Lisa, you put over the next ribbon. Yeah, these are the hands that will work alongside yours as together. No, you can just leave them go for a while. Perfect. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. And these are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you throughout the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. So you can step back. And Patricia, you lay the next ribbon on. Thank you. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. And these are the hands that will help to hold your family as one. And Josephine, you're next. So you put the final ribbon over. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, they'll be still reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. And Josephine, you have the honor of tying the knot. So gather all the ribbons. No pressure. And tie it as tight as you can. I'm being very unfair altogether here. Lovely. That is grand. That is perfect. So you may have a seat. Thank you very much.
Are we stuck now?
Literally.
Yeah.
Completely. For life. Do you know?
No, it's not more metaphor.
No, this is it now. Okay. Anyways. Before I pronounce you husband and wife, I'm going to ask you both to beware of the joy that you are feeling in your hearts. I want you to think about the happiness that you are thinking and feeling at this moment. And I want you to really let that register in your hearts. So, Marina and Andrew, they have declared before us that they will live together in marriage. They have made special promises to each other. They have symbolized it by joining hands, taking vows, and exchanging rings. So therefore, on your behalf and on behalf of the community and in the sight of spirit, I now declare them to be husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Do I have to?
Well, yeah.
All right.
I'm not going anywhere.
I do have a ball and chain in my bag just in case.
I don't think you're going to need it, but just hold on to it just in case.
Yeah, just in case. So I'll just put these on the table for you. And just hang on there. Is that all right? So we're going to have another ceremony. And this is called a rose ceremony. Is this okay? So I'm going to hand this one each to you. And it's a very simple ceremony. So bear with us, and I will talk you all through it. Or I'll talk you through it. Are you ready?
Yes.
In the past, the rose was considered a symbol of love, and a single rose always meant only one thing. And those words were, I love you. So it's appropriate for your first gift as husband and wife, that gift should be a single rose. So I'm going to ask you to exchange the single rose to each other. A very simple gesture. And just what you wanted. And in this simple gesture just now, you have both given and received one of the most valuable and precious gifts of life. One I hope you will always remember. The gift of true and abiding love with the devotion of marriage. Marina and Andrew, I will ask you that wherever you make your home in the future, whether it be a large and elegant home or a small and graceful one, that you both pick one very special location for roses, so that on each anniversary of this truly wonderful occasion, you may take a rose to that spot, both as a recommitment to your marriage and a recommitment that this will be a marriage based upon love. And in every marriage, there will be times where it may be difficult to find the right words. It is easiest to be hurt who we love most. It might be difficult sometimes to say the words, I am sorry, or I forgive you, or I need you, or I am hurting. And if this should happen, if you simply cannot find these words, I want you to leave a rose on that spot which both of you have selected. For that rose then says, no matter what matters most of all, and should overpower all of the other things and other words. That rose says the words, I still love you. And the other should accept that rose for the words, oh, where am I? Forgive me. It's okay. Rose, we're talking about a rose. Where was it? But anyways, that rose still says, I still love you. And the other should accept that rose for the words which cannot be found. And remember the love and the hope that you both share today. So Marina and Andrew, if there's anything you remember of this ceremony today, it is that it was love that brought you here today. It is love which can make it a glorious union. And it is by love which this marriage shall endure. So you may leave this up here, and you can come around to the other side. And again, like the symbols we've been using, say with the hand fasting ceremony and the rose ceremony, this is another ceremony that symbolizes their union together. And what we are using here is sand. And I don't know which color you both choose, but it doesn't matter. But what they're going to do is that they are going to pour the sand in here when I ask them to. And again, like this exchanging of the ring and the promising to each other, it symbolizes their union together as a married couple. And it will always remind them of today as well. So, and it goes like this. These vessels of sand and of various colors, they symbolize your individual spirits. And each container, unique, it's unique and it represents who you are. And these containers of sand are poured into the larger container, and then you will see the colors intermingling. Again, the symbolism of your lives joining together. So I want you both take up a color of sand. Or take that one. Don't start the argument at this stage of which one you want. Hold on a minute. No. With the sand, I want you to hold it in your arms. And I want you to embody the grains of sand with your hopes and dreams for the future. And I want you to bring to mind the strength of your promises, the honesty and the integrity in which you make them, and all the particles of the personality that make you unique and wonderful in each other's eyes. So I want you to pour in unison the sand in together, all of it. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, and start pouring. Perfect. There is nothing more important nor more sacred than the bond that you share as husband and wife. And just as these grains of sand are now mingled together, you are united today in marriage and as a wonderful couple. And so, while you stand there, we're going to invite Dara. Dara, where are you? And you're going to do a reading. Finally, your turn. So I'll bring this over here. Okay. This is a bit tall for you, isn't it? Do you think we could bring it down like that?
You have walked carefully in the beginning of love. Running across the field into your lover's arm can only come later when you're sure it's okay to laugh when the other person falls.
Brilliant. Give him a round of applause. Excellent. Thank you. You can sit down now. And Elaine, where are you, Elaine? We have Elaine now to do a reading. Oh, there you are. I think you might be small but taller. And if I break it, I'm going to run. Is that okay? So there you go.
We are all a little weird, and life's a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in mutual weirdness and call it love.
Brilliant. So, and I have Rachel, Rachel and Michelle who are going to come up. So, Rachel, who's first? Rachel, doesn't matter. Okay, and is that high enough for you? How's that? Okay. Oh, forgive me. You're good. Okay. The old scandal.
A soulmate is someone who has locks that fit our keys, and keys to fit our locks. When we feel safe enough to open the locks, our truest selves step out, and we completely and honestly who we are. We can be loved for who we are and not who we are pretending to be. Each unveils the best part of the other. No matter what else goes wrong around us, with that one person we're safe in our own paradise. Our soulmate is someone who shares our deepest longings, our sense of direction. When we are two balloons and together your direction is up, chances are you found the right person. Your soulmate is the one who makes your life come to life.
How about a round of applause? Thank you. I know you have the honours of holding that for her.
Today is a day you will always remember, the greatest in anyone's life. You'll start off the day just two people in love and end it as husband and wife. It's a brand new beginning, the start of a journey, with moments to cherish and treasure. And although there'll be times when you both disagree, these will surely be outweighed by pleasure. You'll have heard many words of advice in the past when secrets of marriage were spoken. But you know that the answers lie hidden inside where the bond of true love lies unbroken. So live happy forever as lovers and friends. It's the dawn of a new life for you. As you stand there together with love in your eyes, from the moment you whisper, I do. With luck, all your hopes and your dreams can be real. May success find its way to your hearts. Tomorrow can bring you the greatest of joys, but today is the day it all starts.
Brilliant. How about a round of applause? Thank you so much. That was brilliant. Thank you. Now, those readings, there were great advice in all of them. Is it possible you can take them on board along with everything else? No pressure. You can have a go at it, all right. Anyways, I'm giving them a hard time, as you can see. Every ceremony has its opening. And the opening I had was when I welcomed you all here on behalf of Marina and Andrew. So now we have come to a close. And I have a blessing for these two lovely people here as they go forward in their life. And this is what I'd like to say to them. Marina and Andrew, may your home be a place of happiness for all who enter it, a place for sharing and a place of love. May those who are nearest to you be constantly enriched by the beauty and the bounty of your love for one another. So fantastic. So we're going to have some music and we're going to have the signing of the registration form. So I'm going to put these aside, and if you would like to take a seat. Okay.
You're a falling star, you're the getaway car, you're the line in the sand when I go too far. You're the swimming pool on an August day, and you're the perfect thing to say. And you play it coy, but it's kinda cute. Oh, when you smile at me, you know exactly what you do. Baby, don't pretend that you don't know it's true, 'cause you can see it when I look at you. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you. You make me sing your every line, your every word, you're everything. You're a carousel, you're always well, and you light me up when you ring my bell. You're a mystery, you're from outer space, you're every minute of my everyday. And I can't believe that I'm your man, and I get to kiss you, baby, just because I can. Whatever comes our way, I will see it through. And you know that's what all love can do. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you, you make me sing. You're every line, you're every word, you're everything. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you, you make me sing. You're every line, you're every word, you're everything. You're every song, and I sing along, 'cause you're my everything. Yeah, yeah. So la 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 la. So la 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 la. Tell me that you want me, and I'll be yours completely, for better or for worse. I know we'll have our disagreements, be fighting for no reason. I wouldn't change it for the world. 'Cause I knew the first day that I met you, I was never gonna let you slip away. And I still remember feeling nervous, trying to find the words to get you here today. You make my heart feel like it's summer, when the rain is pouring down. You make my whole world feel so right when it's wrong. 'Cause I know you are the one. That's why I know you are the one. Life is easy to be scared of. With you I am prepared for what is yet to come. 'Cause our two hearts will make it easy, joining up the pieces, together making one. You make my heart feel like it's summer, when the rain is pouring down. You make my whole world feel so right when it's wrong. 'Cause I know you are the one. That's why I know
I won't delay you too long. I'll start off with Marina's father, James, and I'll hand the microphone over to him so he can say a few words. There you go.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the O'Connor family, Marina and Andrew, I would like to welcome you all here today and hope you will have a very nice evening. And you're all very welcome, right? Now, and I also would like to welcome Andrew into the O'Connor family. Now, I have met Andrew about 4.5 years ago, they say. I'm not great with time, but they say it is that long. And he seems a nice fella. And I think he is a nice fella, but we have him welcome now anyway, and I wish him the very, very best. Now, Marina. Well, I have bad news and I have good news. Paul and Patricia, they're only started, but we're finishing. And they have a long road ahead of them. But I wish them the best of luck with it. But Marina, she's our youngest. And she was always our little girl. And she's still our little girl. And I wish her and Andrew the very, very best in life. Now, I would like you all to take your glasses and a toast to Andrew and Marina, and I wish them all the very best. And thank you all very much. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, James. Next up, we're swinging all the way across the table there to Paul, Andrew's father. And he's going to say a few words as well. There you go.
It's my job to officially welcome Marina into the family, but that's only official. She was welcomed in the day she arrived in the door. She had this big box of cookies with her, and that was a win-win for her, Sarah, but she did make one horrendous mistake. We collected her after she was on some drunken Christmas party in Cork, and we collected her in Mitchelstown, myself and Andrew. And on the way home, she turned around and said, "I don't like Mike Oldfield." Now, I wanted to push her out the door, but Andrew considered crashing the car into the wall when she said, but if that's the worst mistake she makes, it'll be all right. Now, I want to, usually at this time, we remember people that aren't with us and all that, but I want to, this evening to think of someone that is with us very much, has meant so much to all of us on my side of the family and that. And without her, we wouldn't be the people we are, and the grandchildren know there wouldn't be the people here. She opened the door to Marina, Helen, everyone that ever came to her door, she made them welcome, including me, and believe me, that was a hard job for her. I saw her face when I arrived. I'd just like you to raise your glasses to Lena Lynch, please. Now, on Andrew has been, you could say, a fairly good son. I taught him all. I know, in fairness, I tried to teach you the good things in life. You love Mike Oldfield, you love the Beatles, but Jesus, where did you come up with Liverpool? No, other than that, no, I have to say one more thing about it. Andrew is the most honest person I've ever met in my life. He says what he feels, he says it openly, and he's not joking. If he tells you you're being a bitch, you're being a bitch. But the upside of that, when Andrew tells you he loves you, you know you've hit the jackpot. Okay? I just want to finish down by telling you, when you head down that long and winding road, you'll get by with a little help from your friends. Thanks.
Thank you very much for that. And next is the man himself. I believe he's a few words prepared and he's going to talk to you now. Give it up for Andrew.
if I could just say a few words, I'd be a better public speaker. That didn't land quite as much as I'd like it to.
What was it? Sorry, go back. I wasn't listening.
You're not listening to my speech. You never listen.
Start again.
If I could be just say a few words, I'd be a better public speaker.
Oh, yay. Woo!
Thank you. That's much better. Thank you. I don't feel pathetic at all right now. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to all for being here to share this day. And it's like share special thanks to all those who have travelled from far and wide to be here on this day. I know there's people from America, Holland, Cork. So thank you all for your hard work in being here. I'd like to thank our suppliers and big thanks to the Great Southern Hotel, especially Rachel, Denise and Jadwiga for the brilliant work they put in. There's nothing we couldn't ask them that they didn't do. So I'd just like to thank them for all their hard work. I think you'd all agree the hotel looks amazing. I'd like to thank the groomsmen for all their support. Derek is my best man. I know we have the vice best man there beside him, and then the two we have extra to look pretty on the day. They haven't done much aside from that. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, you know I'm talking about you. I'd like to thank the bridesmaids for their help with Marina. I think you'll all agree they look beautiful today, even Kavina. I'd like to thank Marina's family. From the moment I walked in the door and the moment I spoke to them all drunkenly on the phone. Well, they were drunk, I wasn't. The phone was passed around to each member of the family and I spoke to all of them in their inebriated state, but they've made me feel nothing but welcome since the moment I met them. The cupboard has always had custard creams every time I walk in the door. And apple pie too, yeah. Not all the time, but custard creams is a staple. You truly are a second family to me, and together ye are as mad as a box of frogs, but I love ye all. I'd like to thank my own family, especially my parents, for everything for being part of my life and for everything, all the parts they've played in my life and everything they've done for me. Through ups and downs, we have always supported each other and always been there for each other. You have all the qualities of a family I would wish for my own family. To my mother and father, sorry, I'm just thinking about the end of Dunkirk. I literally wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the two of you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Literally. Thank you for everything you've given me. And now to Marina. You've been waiting for this, haven't you?
Yeah.
I think you'll all agree that Marina looks absolutely stunning. Yeah, drink it all in, drink it all in. Yeah, soak it up. She'll take more if you have it. Go on. Thank you. Okay, she's done, I think.
Yeah.
For now. There's always room for more. They say you meet a lot of weirdos online, and apparently that's true. But luckily for me, I met the perfect kind of weirdo, my weirdo. When we first met, we went bowling on our first date, as we mentioned in the ceremony, and we spent ages doing it. And as nervous as I was, I'm sure Marina was too. Her true character still shone through, and her natural competitive nature came to the fore.
I kicked his ass 3 times.
There you have it. To my shame, I lost in bowling. To my shame, I lost in pool. But I did win in foosball, so I was on the bounce back.
Yeah, that's true.
We developed a characteristic trait that we've had in our relationship all the time. We were competitive with each other. We'd declare wins for every little thing. If I picked a good movie to watch in the cinema, I say that's a win for me. If she won an argument on that rare occasion, she says it's a win for her.
She always won.
Yeah, savour them, because it's not going to happen often.
Yeah.
See, they said it. But anyway, I think you can all agree that looking at Marina today and now having the joy of saying she's my wife, I can declare this a unanimous victory for me. And with that being said, I'd like you to all raise your glass for my victory and for my stunning new bride and new wife, Marina.
I don't know whether there's any table games being played, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you all. I'll pass you back on to Derek now. I'm done. Thank you for that, Andrew, and thank you for letting me in the awkward position to follow you up after that. So I'm not going to stay here too long talking to you because you all have your food to eat and you don't want me yammering on and making an arse of myself. Shut up. That's for the dance floor, I believe. It's great that you all came out here tonight. You all look fantastic, and I really appreciate you coming out here for Andrew and Marina. I'm sure they appreciate you as well. They both look fantastic, by the way. You just give them a round of applause there, just so they feel better. More than that, come on, give it a bit more than that. When I met Marina, it was, the first time I met you was the Nightmare Realm in Cork, I believe. A scare house in Cork, for anyone that doesn't know about it. A few of the lads here, and Andrew and Marina met for the first time. And there was two things I didn't expect. The first thing was to expect that you would be so perfect for Andrew. And the second thing was the Spanish Inquisition, because let's face it, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. That's my Monty Python reference done. Sorry, I won't do it again. For people that know me and Andrew, those who don't know us there, we look similar. And a few people have made that mistake tonight, pulling us aside. Now, yeah, I'm much taller, considerably taller. And I wear a beard a lot better if I could.
That's true.
And a hat. But we have completely different personalities while having the exact same personalities. I think my family and most of the people I know will know and admit to, and I'm sure he will admit to the same, that when it comes to problems, I'm a bit calmer about them than he is. What? Yes? You keep shut. No one asked you to talk, just look pretty. So when I have a problem, it tends to be kind of oh well, can't be helped. And when Andrew, thank you, you spotted it at least. When Andrew has a problem, it tends to fester, and he tends to, let's say, lose his shit a bit. So I go back a couple of years to when me, Andrew, Rachel, and an unnamed individual were traveling to France to get the ferry. And we were overtaking a car and got a puncture at 100 kilometers an hour with an articulated truck beside us. And after a few butt-clenching seconds of trying to get the car pulled over to the side of the road, we went about trying to change the wheel. We tried to, but the boot was absolutely jam-packed with stuff, so we had to throw all that stuff on the side of the road so that we could get to the spare wheel. Meanwhile, Andrew is losing his shit a bit. He's trying to take the wheel cover off the wheel, and he's using a penknife to do it, and on several occasions nearly stabs himself in the hand. And I figured I want to go to France and not the hospital, so I said I'd take over for him and managed to calm him down on the side of the road. And thankfully we managed to get to France, all safe and well. And we skip forward a bit, and then we have the Nightmare Realm when I first met Marina. Oh, God, yeah. And the same car, actually, that got the puncture. I'm not bad-mouthing the car, I'm just saying it's the same car. The same car, he is parked up in the Docklands in Cork, and, you know, as we all know, Cork is a horrible, horrible place. I thought everyone was aware of this. If people don't know, they don't know. That's not my problem. Stockholm Syndrome is obviously embedded with a lot of people here. But he is parked in the Docklands there with the window down, and it gets stuck. The regulator is broken on it, and he can't pick up his window again. So he's in the middle of Cork's worst part of the city. And he has a window open in his expensive car, and he can't close it. And let's just say he's losing his shit a bit. I am about to step in to save the day, as I normally do, but I didn't have to, because Marina stepped in to save the day. And usurped my position. Thanks for that. Yeah, so from then on, I kind of realized that, you know, I'm not going to be needed anymore, that Marina will take over, and she's the perfect person for him. And then she led us up a one-way street into her garden. But just to finish up, I just want to say, Marina, you look incredible. I'm delighted for you. Andrew, most people aren't lucky enough to have a best friend. Most other people aren't lucky enough to be born with a best friend. So I wish you all the world of happiness. And if you just raise your glasses for Andrew and Marina one last time. Have a good night.
Say you're close behind, but I want you to see, I want you to always be mine. And I know they say you won't cry, but I'm thinking, would you be thinking of me too this night? I never stop and think before I speak, but you said you like that about me. So tell me more, but also I want to keep it warm. I want to keep you warm. Small things that make me sure, like how we'd happily spend hours on end without words. And I know I said too much too soon. There's so much to do and so much to lose without you. And I never stop and think before I speak, but you said you like that about me. So tell me more, but also I want to keep you warm. I want to keep you warm.
Give it up for your bride and groom, everybody. Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. The sun is changing the atmosphere. I could touch you unfamiliar. I could get used to this. And time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. And I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like the summer. Oh yeah. And I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like the summer. The south of the equator, navigator, gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. Deep sea diving, I'm the company, keep me bottoms, dinner stops. Now I get yesterdays. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you see what I mean. Hands in the air. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. And I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like the
Marina. Delighted for you, my darling. I love you so much.
So happy.
Hello, Marina.
So happy,
It's
Marina.
gorgeous to be here with you.
Wonderful.
And
You have a happy life, girl.
Looking fabulous today.
Stunning.
Well, Marina, as you can see, you can still trust me to do a job when I'm given it. Paul O'Connor's laughing at me, so that's the end of that.
Marina and Andy, lots of congratulations to the two of you, and God bless you both. I hope you both be happy in life. I hope you'll be as happy as Declan and I. Good luck.
And congratulations on getting married. I hope you have a fabulous day and an unreal honeymoon, and I'm so happy for you.
What Karina said, and then maybe there'll be stickers here when you're back. That's all.
Happy wedding day! Oh God, no one's saying it.
No, happy wedding day to everybody.
And on the wedding, and the best of luck tomorrow.
Yeah.
Especially me.
Marina and Andrew, thank you for inviting us to your beautiful day.
Have a fantastic marriage.
And Marina, or Andrew, remember Marina's always right. Marina's always right.
Just don't fuck it up, lads.
We had a brilliant day. Thanks a million.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, absolute ball.
Hi Marina and Andrew, congratulations on your big day. Best of luck in your life together.
I'd like to say congratulations getting married. Marina, delighted you're finally officially part of our family. Thanks a million for inviting me.
Hi Andrew, hi Marina. Absolutely fabulous day. I wish you all the best for the future, and thanks for sharing your special day with me and John.
Best of luck for the future, Andrew and Marina. Thanks for a great day.
Well done, Andrew. I'll be talking to you, especially your father. Have a good day. I don't do anything wrong tonight, okay? And if we need advice, just give us a call.
Well done, Andy. Congratulations yourself. Hope to see you soon, meet up again. Yeah, we're looking forward to the night. Myself and Lily. Hope you're fitting in very well down there in Limerick, where you're born and bred. But I heard the father has a bit of a Dublin side, so up the Dubs. Go on.
I hope you both be extremely happy. We are so proud. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so happy that Andrew's joining the family. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Oh, you want me to say something?
Yes, I do.
Well, she was our little girl always. And she always will be. And with the help of God, herself and Andrew will be very, very, very happy. And I wish them all the best.
Andy, Marina, congratulations on your big day today. And I hope you have a long and happy life, just like we have, myself and Paul and your mum and dad. Congratulations again.